Hey YouTube, how's it going guys and girls? It's Mad Wells here, and today we're gonna be refining sterling silver in pure 3/9 fine silver. Alright, so what I got here is some sterling silver pieces, mostly candle stake holders, some jewelry. Then I'll first start off and I'll just burn these to make sure there ain't no oils or foreign matter on them. So they're pretty dirty. I'm doing this outdoors. No one inhaled none of this. And once you get everything all burnt off, stir it in your beaker. Alright, and we're back. We got all of our sterling silver prepped. We got some in the beaker, and we got some we're going to save, we're going to add to throughout the process. Now this is the part that is really dangerous if you're not careful and take precautions. We're going to be dealing with nitric acid, a highly corrosive liquid. So we're going to start, I'm going to put 200 milliliters of distilled water. You got to use distilled water. It's very important because if you use tap water, there's all the leads and metals, and it's just going to interfere with the process. So I'll get 200 milliliters of distilled water, and I'll use about 150 milliliters of nitric acid. The nitric acid I'll be using is 67% nitric acid from Alchemy Labs. Keep it in a box. It's highly it'll start you'll see the vapors once it gets poured in a beaker and then reacts to the sunlight. But here we go. Check them out if you're interested. They're quick shipping, it's quick and easy, just all together, all around, and cheap. Alright, let me get all my proper PPE on, and then we'll get this reaction going. Alright, here goes the basic distilled water. I'm going to go 150 milliliters first, and that way I can rehydrate it if needed throughout the process. Now for the nitric acid, I'm going to do 50 milliliters at a time to kind of have a controlled reaction. See the reaction as soon as the nitric acid touches the sterling silver. now I'm actually gonna add an extra 50 milliliters. Of nitric acid, that is. And then we're gonna put it on some heat. As you can see, the reaction taking place. And it's going to get more intense and more violent once the heat's added. I might let it sit here and do its thing for a couple minutes and then put it on the heat while we'll put it in the steam hood. In a semi-enclosed back porch or patio, I made a makeshift fume hood that does suck it out and then go directly to the outside. Now that the reaction's going down a little bit, I'll add a little heat. I'm going to keep an eye on it too. You don't want it to overflow, and you want to be able to, if it does start getting up there, take off the lid, take it off the heat, run it a little bit, that usually helps it out. So we're going to let this sit here for a little bit, and we'll be back. Alright, we're back after about 3 hours of it sitting on heat. Pretty much all the sterling is dissolved, and the reaction is complete. As you can see, it's clear. You can see through it. So we're going to turn off the heat and let it cool off, and then we'll filter it out. And I'll show you how I cement the silver. And here we're gonna start filtering our solution. I've already put a filter paper in there and wetted it down so it stayed in place. It's a good idea so it doesn't move around when you start pouring your fluid. Now I'm just going to slowly start adding the solution and just let it filter out. And this filter would catch all the impurities and anything that didn't dissolve. I just filled it up to the top, and I'm going to set this off to the side and let that filter through. Alright, now that that's all done, I'm going to unplug the vacuum, take out the filter or the funnel. There's everything that didn't dissolve, maybe some still watch band post.
I'm going to dump this in this container and get it ready for cementing.
Didn't realize my mic was off during this, so I'm adding distilled water just to dilute it a little bit. And I'm going to end up stirring it up. Alright, so now we can add some, I got some copper strips we're going to add. And it's going to cause a reaction with the silver nitrate. And it's going to exchange places with the copper. Doesn't take long. I'll lift it up here in a second just to show you. All this right here, all this gray, that's the silver starting to plate onto the copper. So I'm just going to leave this sitting here overnight, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. There should be a significant amount of silver all over the bottom of this and fully surrounded this copper too. So I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. It's been about 2 days. I just left it sitting. So we're going to remove this copper. All the silver is participated out of the solution. So just rinse off your copper. I'll put it in this jar. So I'll still dump this solution in a jar with some copper just to leave it sit. The majority of all the silver is out of the solution. Alright.
Alright, here we're just going to start filtering out this the solution and getting our silver cement separated and cleaned. So I'm going to put my filter in there and spray it with some distilled water. Make sure it's sitting in there nice. And then I'm just going to slowly start pouring it in and let it fill out and just clean off the silver as much as possible. And then I'll do some more rinses prior with just distilled water to get the remainder solution. And then just dump that in my waste bucket.
solid silver cement wrenched out. Get this out of here. I'm just gonna, that's what it looks like. We're just gonna dump it on here and I'll just let it dry by air or put a heater on it. I got a glass bowl I'll put it in and have heat blown into it. But for now I'll just let it sit here and air dry. Once I get this out of here. And that's about it. I'll pop this filter out. I gotta get pliers, but there's a little bit left in there, and I gotta get the filter. I'll let that dry, get whatever silver falls off of that, and just reclaim it at a later date. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I hope it was informative. I'm no professional, I just started doing this, so any future videos hopefully be better. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video. Peace.